It's too easy. This question is for the Black Christian pastor. How did you agree to it? How did you agree to teach a doctrine that you really deeply didn't understand? How did you agree with the nation that have committed so much violence against our people? How could you agree to teach that image to his property? How could you agree just for fortune and fame and a lifestyle that's different from the rest of us? How could you agree not to teach so-called blacks that they're the Israelites? How could you take their money exclusively from the black community and return it to the same people that's oppressing your people every single day? You know, if you Google, the black church collected $800 billion, you'll be able to see that you black pastors are responsible for collecting $800 billion exclusively from black people, just to return to white and Jewish hands. How could you agree to that? You know, it's impossible to hide $800 billion in the black community. To a community that's last on every socioeconomic stat or rating in the country. And we have nothing to show for it. And please understand that 100% of you black Christian pastors, you go to white and Jewish-owned theology schools and seminary schools. You sit under these white and Jewish pastors, only to return to pastor all black churches, never reading Deuteronomy 14 and verse 22 all the way down to verse 30, where it clearly teaches that the tithe is not money, that the seed is not money, that there's nowhere in the scriptures that you deserve your fancy suits and your beautiful cars and your big hats for your wife. Don't you understand that somebody has to pay for that? Listen, I invite you out to our Patreon channel to learn the real truth of the Bible that's too hot for social media. Our Patreon is Nazareth is the Hood podcast on Patreon. And I want to use this video to promote Israelites going live on TikTok, to teach the truth, to teach that so-called blacks, you descend from the ancient Israelites. You descend from Jacob's fourth son, Judah. Yes, so-called blacks, you are the real Jews of the Bible. All Israelites are not Jews. There's over 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? All Israelites are not Jews, but all Jews are Israelites. Understand the difference. Understand the dividing of the kingdom in 1 Kings, the 11th chapter, 12th and 13th chapter. Read there. Understand the fruit of worshiping idols, of being wicked, of being coveting your sins, of rejecting God's laws, statutes, and commandments, of rejecting the spirit of the truth. You are not Africans. You descend from the ancient Israelites. Christ only came for you and your people. Pick up the new book, Sold to Do Mischief, Forsaking the Holy Covenant, how the heathen destroyed the Israelites, how he turned you away from keeping the commandments of the Most High God, because he knew that the Holy One of Israel would not fight for you. He would not hear your prayers. Why? Because you reject his laws. You reject his truth. And there is no kingdom nor redemption for anyone that does not keep the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. And if you read Psalms 147, 19, and 20, you will know that the commandments were only given to the Israelites. Christ only came for the Israelites. Matthew 1 and verse 21. So I make this to you as a warning to show you the true mercy of the living God. Again, I open my doors. We open our doors at Nazareth is the Hood podcast. Google it. It's on Patreon. There's hours and hours of teaching. There's hours of truth music. Right now, it's 26 songs to the soundtrack of Soul to Do Mischief. We're replacing 50 years of black music with truth music. I need you to understand, the truth is undefeated. Sleep.
Trying to walk straight in a world that don't even move one freeway. Lost brothers, lost peace, almost lost my name. Then I read that book again and it hit me the same. You didn't call me slave, didn't name me pain. You called me Israel and you never changed. I don't wanna fall through every trap and lie. Now I'm calling out, Most High, I'm tired. Lead me to Zion, where the silence ain't loud with regret, where the streets don't bleed and the sky don't forget, where the curses break and the names reset. Lead me to Zion, where my soul can breathe